Hey everybody, welcome to day 56, Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is August 3rd, 2024, and it looks like my connection is back. It looked like I had a poor connection, and I was going to come to you guys anyway, because that is what I decided to do. Let's see. All right. So I want to talk about something today that has really changed the way I run my business, the way I do things. The reset to zero is part of this larger concept. And resetting to zero, it is 5 minutes, sometimes a lot less. I spend every day just resetting my workstation, getting things ready for my next workday, making sure my desk is clear, making sure there's no extraneous tasks or notes or things that I'm going to walk down to and be like, oh, why didn't I put that away? Or, oh, I guess still got to take care of that. All right. So joining me on this Reset to Zero challenge are Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason Santee Swapper, Shar Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Sings, Nick Mr. C Chats, Vanessa Brightest Holidays, and Judith R. I appreciate you all so much resetting to zero, letting me know how wonderful it is going for you, how it is also impacting you. All right, so we read this book. This is the book we do in the C Chats book club. If you haven't joined our C Chats group on Facebook, C Chats book club group on Facebook, or our Patreon, it is absolutely free. It is something we do. We choose a new book every quarter, but this is the one we do every year in the first quarter, because every time you read it, you get something different out of it. Paul Apollonia recommended this initially, and he said it was life-changing. I was like, I'm sure it'll be great. And, it really is. All right. So out of this book, I have a list of things I do and commit to doing daily. Do I do them every day? No. Do I make an attempt to do them every day? Yes. And what it's all about is just small little things you do every day. And I put them on my task list. I have a list of 7 things that I would like to dedicate at least 5 minutes of my day to. And, maybe it's 1 minute for you. Maybe it's, you starting somewhere, I guess, is the point of building that momentum and getting those things done. I'll give you a couple of things that are on my list that I try to complete every day. Physical activity. I'm committed to doing at least 5 minutes. Why don't I make it longer? You're asking, right? Well, sometimes it is longer, but at the bare minimum, right? You can pick out 5 minutes, or maybe yours is 1 minute. Maybe at the bare minimum, you can do 1 minute a day. Gratitude and connection. That is really important to me. Let's see, cleaning up, resetting to zero. I have 5 minutes on there. I set my timer every day and go through my email and delete. We know how out of control emails can get, right? So, before the slight edge, what I would do was let it build, maybe do it once a week. Now I set a timer, 5 minutes every day. Whatever I can get done in that 5 minutes is what gets done. And it keeps up with things. Like, that's literally all I need is 5 minutes to keep that under control. So, maybe start with 2 or 3 things on your list. Maybe don't have the whole list like I have. I've been doing this a while, but maybe one thing that maybe it's a big goal, right? So I have this goal that I have recently added to my list. Like, I'm talking maybe a week and a half ago, of learning YouTube and, figuring it out and really dedicating, some time and energy into, how to make it work better, how to reach more people, how to, grow, build our, resourceful community of collaborative resellers. And that is on my list now. I spend 5 minutes. I set my timer. I learned something new about YouTube. I learned something more about engagement. I learned how to reach new people, because for me, I put it off for so long because it was a gigantic, enormous, inconquerable goal that I absolutely could not fit into my schedule. But when you break it down into 5 minutes, in 6 months, I'm going to have a whole lot of knowledge that I wouldn't have had, or maybe have reached a whole new segment of people that I wouldn't have been able to reach had I not taken that 5 minutes a day. That's it. And it adds up really quickly, and you build the momentum. Is it more than 5 minutes probably going to be some days? Yeah, if I have time or I get really involved in something, sure. But minimum 5 minutes, set the timer. I can do it. I sometimes, setting the timer a couple times to reach all of these things before I go live here on Reseller Reflections? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm like, 5 minutes, I can do that. So anyway, maybe your 5 minutes. I remember when we were actually doing the Slight Edge book, one of the participants, this was this year, said, I really don't have the time to read, 15 pages a day or dedicate a half an hour. All right, well, take 5 minutes, read 5 minutes, do what you can do. It's better than doing nothing, and it builds momentum. So, all right, that's what I really wanted to talk about today, because book club has been just reading these books and talking with other people and putting this stuff into action has really been such a game changer in my life, and I like to think the lives of others and the business of others. It feels like we're getting a degree that is just very applicable to our lives, right? We're not learning all these, like, we're actually doing it. We're reading it, we're implementing it, we're learning from it, we're talking about it. It's as far as I'm concerned, one of the best educations you can get, and you can do it yourself. Yeah, for free. Okay. And, I was also thinking about this because one of the books we did, which we'll probably redo because the people we're with in book club now weren't the original ones that did the book. Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. One of those books I never wanted to read because the title just sounded like too cheesy. And game changer, amazing. So amazing that I passed it along to my children. And not only did they read it, but they implemented it. And my son said to me the other day, yes, you know what? That book totally changed the way I interact with people. He was dealing with a difficult situation. He said, I'm just going to Dale Carnegie it. And that's what he did. So, yeah. Anyway, proud mom moment. I hope everybody has an awesome day. I will see you on day 57. I will know my numbers tomorrow. And if we met our sales goal for the week, we might, it feels like we're just like maybe going to eat. Maybe if Molly brings up her sales, we might meet it. We're so close. I might get up at like 11:59 if I have something to ship and ring it up. I don't know. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great night, and I will see you tomorrow on day 57. Bye.